I truly wish that I could clickbait y'all and that the titles that I make and the thumbnails that I put together were something to just like get your attention, and the entire video is something unrelated to the title, the thumbnail, all of it. I truly wish that I could do that, but I can't, because I live in the most cartoonish universe known to man, where any and everything is absolutely possible. And the more it goes on, the more I really just do believe I am in the longest South Park Boondocks crossover known to man. Because what do you mean Don Lemon, after being arrested for interviewing people and being a part of that church protest, is currently going through court proceedings, and he's giving his statements to the people saying that he won't go quietly and he's sticking to his beliefs and all that, common thing people do.
Without a microphone?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So, thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. Thank you. I want to just say this isn't just about me. This is about all journalists, especially here in the United States. First off, I'd like to thank everyone again for their support, to my colleagues, countless journalists around the world, the Lemon Nation, my family and my friends. You all have showed up for me in a real way, and I am extremely grateful for that. I feel it. For more than 30 years, I've been a journalist, and the power and protection of the First Amendment has been the underpinning of my work. The First Amendment, the freedom of the press, the bedrock of our democracy. The events before my arrest and what's happened since show that people are finally realizing what this administration is all about. The process is the punishment with them. And like all of you here in Minnesota, the great people of Minnesota, I will not be intimidated. I will not back down. I will fight these baseless charges, and I will not be silenced. Thank you very much.
And people are outside of the courthouse waving dildos around.
This is Donald Trump did lobby. Sorry, I'm joking.
I am not truly certain what it means to be a supporter or an activist of things anymore, because the amount of just performative around anything and everything is absolutely concerning. Because when you want to look at a scenario where somebody is going through court proceedings and you view the entire process as unjust and unfair, you would think being outside and protesting and demanding real accountability and justice would be a normal thing. And given circumstances, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. But because these motherfuckers are dedicated into looking stupid, they just sitting there waving them around, thinking somehow this is really going to change anything for the better. Imagine if this dude ends up going to jail for this, because there's circumstances around it that might be able to fit, but I believe that it really wouldn't if he's just going around interviewing people. Now, his word choices during his stream and how he was talking about what was going on may make it to where he ends up in jail for this, but who really knows at this given juncture? But to sit there and think to yourself, Don Lemon going to jail for, let's say, a year or even a couple months because of this, and the lasting memory will probably be him walking into the shadows of a jail cell, and meanwhile the whole time outside, motherfuckers just waving these fucking things around as if it's candy and it'll really get everybody's attention and show the world what's really going on. No, that is not effective. What really bothers me is the amount of people who will think that what they do in the most cartoonish fashion is acceptable. It's okay. It's normal. It's not. It's not how you truly show your support for something or someone. It's just you bored out of your mind, I guess, on Galentine's Day or Valentine's Day or any given day, because you ain't got nothing better to do. You done clocked out of work. You ain't got nobody to hang out with. So you just want to stand outside and wave dildos around as if that's going to change something. You think the courtroom and the jury is going to really want to give him the book and give him the max sentence, whatever the max sentence of this could be. And as right they're ready to sit there to give out the max sentence, they just hear a sound and they look out the window and they just see a bunch of women waving pink, blue, turquoise, silver, black dildos, and they just think to themselves, you know, this should change our mind. No, they're just gonna look at y'all and be like, what the fuck are these weirdos doing?
All right, one of you investigative journalist type people, you got to give me the backstory on this, okay? Don Lemon is at his arraignment, and there's a bunch of people standing outside, and it's a bunch of women in there screaming, protect the press, protect the press. But they're standing there with a bunch of fucking dildos in their hand. Now, this only could go down two ways, okay? One, your friend knocks on the door. How you doing? What's going on? Nothing. I'm about to go protest Don Lemon. Oh, shit. You want to go? Yeah, let's go. You got to sign? I got to sign. You don't got to sign? No. Hold on. Let me grab. Oh, I got a dildo. You want one? I got two. I got a couple, but we can take it. You take the pink. I'll take the purple. Boom. We're done. Or the person who's standing there with a sign that says Trump is a dick. I think he got fired. I don't even know what the fuck's in his hand. He goes into the store, and he's like, listen, how you doing? I know I buy a lot of weird shit. I'm a little freaky. It's okay. We don't have to talk about it, but I need like 37 dildos. I need like pink, purple. Varied sizes would help because some of these women are pretty big. I don't know if they're going to keep them or what's going to happen. But yeah, and if you can get me one with a big fucking plunger thing on the end of it, because there is one with a big fucking like suction cup on it. How the fuck does this happen? Why are we waving dildos around in the middle of the day in Minnesota? Somebody has to explain this to me. And what are they doing with them when they're done? Are they giving them back? Did you get like a free prize? Guess what? I got a dildo, babe. What'd you get today? Oh, I went to a protest. I got a dildo. I don't need to see you later. Bye.
Call me crazy, call me delusional, or call me an optimist, but I really feel like someday, at some point, hopefully in my lifetime, I could see people actually putting forth effort in what it is that they want to stand up for. We've gone through this seemingly since the beginning of the year about how people are more dedicated to performing than they are to actual work necessary to be done. And if there is a moment in time where somebody of influence, or maybe just a regular citizen, is going through court proceedings that people deem unjust, maybe there is a productive way to not look like a fucking fool in the efforts of voicing that you feel as though what's going on is unfair. Because the topic of being around free speech, this could really set some precedent in ways of free speech and how it's viewed and what you can and cannot do, which is something people should pay attention to. But oh my, will it be a great distraction seeing a bunch of women just flapping these things around? I guess maybe because Don Lemon is a gay man. But let me know, do you think Don Lemon's going to jail? Do you think he's walking scot-free? Do you think what he did by interviewing these people and participating in this little church protest will be something that lands him in jail for a long time? How long is he going to be in jail for? And if he ends up going, and do you effectively think waving a dildo around is going to change anybody's mind in the courtroom? I welcome all forms of discourse in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next one. Mwah. Goodbye.